All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another study session. We'll continue our part of defending the big blind, and we're going to move through some of the short stack depths today. We're going to look at 25, 20, and 17 big blind defenses. We're going to look versus under the gun and the cutoff, and we're going to start seeing our big blind defense being progressively more and more jam oriented. And so you get coolered early in a tournament, you lose pocket queens into pocket kings, and you lose 80% of your stack. You need to get back in the action. And this is one of the ways in which we're going to try and turn 20 big blinds into 40 big blinds to get us back to a fighting stack. All right. So let's delve in and see where we get. All right, 20 big blinds, cut off 7-4. Gotta think it's just a pretty pure call. And we get King Jack 3. From our range construction work we've done, we know King and Jack is going to be a board that is going to be heavily favoring and heavily bet by the cutoff. We are not going to have any leads. And our cutoff is going to be betting very frequently with mixed sizing, both small and big here. Do we continue with this or do we just fold?
Fold.
Folding the laundry. Pretty easy
Fold.
fold. Continuing here, you're just a little bit too wide. Right, we're going to want some connection to the king and jack in terms of our backdoor flushes. It's also hard to realize your equity this short with backdoor flushes, especially against king and ace high boards. All right, 5-3. Oof, pretty deep down the well. Still see pretty high ROI. And we flop a nice trap. 17 bigs. Not going to be a lot of room to check raise here if we want to check raise, but does anyone want to check raise? Or is this just a fold?
Yeah, I wanna check raise.
All right.
Not every time, but
So as we get shorter and shorter stacked, instead of check raising, we start calling more with hands that at 40 big blinds, we would probably check raise this very frequently. And so let's take a peek at some.
I guess we still probably want a spade. We're not defending offsuit, but like, so it's just gonna be 5-3 of spades then.
Our 5-3 of
Is
hearts.
this really good enough to just call? We're gonna have
Barely.
to bluff some rivers sometimes, which is fine after check.
So yeah, we can see on this board all the stuff that's mixed. So it's going to continue with all these flush draws. And you can see our raises primarily come from our flush draws here.
We do actually have 5-3-0. But even 5-3-0 with the spade, it's only doing it a tiny bit probably with the 5 of spades.
Yep.
It's still not really a thing.
If you go to filters and then just, we look at all the flush draws, are we check raising most of them? Mixing, it
Heavily
looks
mixing.
like.
Right?
The very best these very best were just calling, but then
Yeah. So the ones that wrap around the queen are just calling here. And then all the ones that have a 6 in them are calling too. Right? And most of the other stuff is check raising.
okay, thanks.
No problem. And
If you
flush
just,
draws, mostly just calling as well. Ace high is still winning here a lot. So
can you click this up? Is this equal stack? Yeah, can you click this up to 20 and see how the flush draw behavior
sure.
shifts if at all? Cause I thought at 20 we didn't check raise the majority of them, it like split pretty evenly. Although
Yep.
that might be Rasputin.
So we can see more calling now with this part of the tree.
Yeah, okay, a
When you
little
go
bit more in there.
shorter.
Yeah, and the jack nine, I think, doing more calling. Yeah, yeah, okay,
Yep.
okay. That's kinda
So-
what I thought, alright.
Mhm.
Thank you.
No problem. So yeah, flush interaction is more important than the straight interaction in terms of raises here. So probably when you check raise here, you're going to have to call off more often, right? So it doesn't really want to raise this hand, doesn't want to have to call off, doesn't want to lose 4 chips.
For what it's worth, if you raise there in game, I think it's still gonna be quite a good play.
Well, we took the fraction of a hair line and wound up here with a 3 on the turn.
Oh, we did it.
I think we
Ooh,
check with our showdown now.
I think we checked with
Hmm.
showdown too.
I
Nope.
wanna,
So
I wanna not
dribbling.
stop betting.
I don't think we
So-
can ever fold now, Ken.
Yeah, weird. Well, we've check raised, he's called, he bet, he's called. I mean, I am ready to give up the show here with fourth pair. Right?
Yeah, let's check, right?
Just hope he beats ahead, but no, it's still triple dribbles.
Triple dribble.
Weird.
We must bluff some flush
I
draw
guess because we get value
stuff.
from ace high.
Yeah. Picking up any chips is valuable. So yeah, it's a spot where we check raise so small, our opponent was forced to continue with like ace high spades here. In this case, just naked ace high. So
We must do that with like king five spades and stuff like that too.
all right. So this is the shortest we're going to look at today. 17 big blinds against the tightest position under the gun 1. Does this fit in a jam bucket or is it a call?
The net calls.
Nit calls.
Net calls. Easy call.
Survey
Easy
says. Call.
If Danny says something different, I'll listen to Danny.
Nope. Easy nit call. Let's take a look at
Exactly.
that pre-flop range. So this is going to kind of be the concepts we're going to take away from today. We're going to look at the jamming response from these 3 different stack sizes from these 3 different positions. Finding these is going to be important in game for you to get back in the game. Note, this shallow aces doesn't really matter what happens on the flop or turn. They're going to get it all in by the river a lot of the time. Protect your range by calling with them. And we can see this is a very linear jam raise. We are just raising the very best stuff, raising our pairs down to 7s.
Hey, I got a question. So why is the gap between the 5 and the 7? What is that? Because it's got ace 5? Like what
Yeah.
is it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
it's
no,
taking-
the in the pairs though, the gap between the 7s and the
Yep.
5s.
Yep.
And the 6s is because he can have ace 5. Is that why?
Yeah, so take a look at the level up top.
Yeah.
So ace 5 is 0.104, ace 7 is 0.102, and ace 6 is 0.94.
Or worst
So
ace,
it's
yeah.
just choosing these equity combos to choose its bluff with that are slightly higher equity. And because it omits this ace 6, it also omits pocket 6s,
Okay.
right? Again, if you jam pocket 6s, just fine here.
Yeah.
Right. And if you're jamming ace 6, maybe you're jamming a little too much, but it's also going to be just fine. Like the EV of these is going to be really competitive. Right. If we look at it, all in is 0.87 chips and call is 0.94 chips. So if you jam ace 6 suited, it's not a huge mistake here.
Right.
If you
Got
fold ace 6 suited, it's a big mistake.
Is part of it also that he opens, I think he opens 6s as like his bottom. So
Under the gun
we
range.
don't wanna,
Is it
yeah,
6s that
so we
deep?
don't
Yeah,
wanna jam
okay.
his bottom
Yeah,
or
like
something like that.
we're blocking the bottom pair that he opens. Right? But that's kind of a bit of a marginal thing because he's functionally the same with 7s too.
Hmm.
right?
Fair.
But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, jam defense, not with this hand. All right, ace queen four. This is one of our best hands that we flat. This is probably going to go in our check raise bucket.
Check. Oh, let's
big a limit.
call.
He's a
I
big
think
bet.
Let's
call.
just call.
Why?
We're already struggling to defend this board. So we need to put some strong hands in our call, especially facing a big size. I don't think we're gonna play much raising. I actually think we're not gonna play any raising here, are we?
Well, we're definitely going to have some
Hmm.
raises, but not very many. This is going to be one, and
Wow.
it's just done.
Oh,
It's like, good
you're right,
luck.
alright. I'm off base.
Let's take a peek at this. Why are we responding this way? Short stacked.
Alright, in ICM, I'm always playing call.
Me too. But I'm in it.
Mhm. But yeah, we're talking about getting back in tournaments, early position. And yeah, it's just take your best aces and shove them in their faces. Right? We're going to have some jam sizes with bluffs too that are going to be high equity. Right? So wrapping around the four, we're going to have some bluffs with spades. And then all of our best stuff here, like king jack, just call. Right? All our queens want to call, all our aces want to call, and then our best aces all just want to shove. So
This makes
we're-
sense.
Could
We
the,
just, it's like an equity realization play with the flush draw, right? And then we
Yep.
get to jam a bunch of aces with it.
it's,
Yeah.
would it also be an equity denial from like the king jacks and the, like the queen tens that can two pair and stuff like that, just to. Like maybe I'm just thinking of staying alive in a tournament, which is not the right way to think about it, but.
Mhm.
Like could equity denial be part of it, just ripping now and taking it down?
Well, let's take a look at what they call with when we rip. When we rip,
I think it's just pure value against worse ace X and
they're calling with all their aces, and they're calling with most of their queens. And then they have a bunch of flush draws that they're just going to run it with too.
But we do deny equity from the king jack, king ten combos, and even king king.
Sure. Yeah, like
true.
you get ripped on with kings, you're supposed to fold here. Right?
Yeah,
Does anyone
if we
ever-
play call, I guess the issue is like a lot of turns will go check, check, and we're gonna have a hard time getting the money in. They're always gonna realize their equity, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
equity denial is certainly part of it too, I think. That makes sense.
when we come, if we call, we throw up a brick, a deuce. Right? It's like we still want to have some leads here, and the leads are the hands that wanted to jam before. Right? And now we have some spades that want to lead, and some deuces that want to lead. Right? Wherever we pick up equity. So all of our deuce of spades here now wants to lead. Some of our other deuces want to lead. But when we
Yep.
check, right? Our opponent
Yeah,
starts
king
checking
jack,
back some
king
stuff.
queen. King ten.
But we will
Jack
have some
10.
check raises on this node too. So yeah, surprising. All right, let's take the low line and give it the check raise, not the all in. And our opponent just gives us the favor.
Alright,
All
good
right,
luck.
good luck. Yeah, queen jack.
Oh,
Doink.
whatever.
GG. All right.
Notably, ace four was a pure call, top and bottom. Queen
Yeah.
four was doing like a small raise mix and call mix, and then bottom set was raising a lot.
King 6-3. 6-9. Anyone want to do anything other than just call here?
Nah, the nine's too disconnected and
Just call.
don't wanna do any weird mergey
Just
stuff.
call. Mhm.
Give me
Rainbow
6-5
deuce.
of clubs and then maybe.
All right. Anyone want to lead on this equity? I guess it didn't improve our equity hand, so not really.
Right, you chip.
A
Ooh,
little bit leading.
just three.
Pretty pure check here. Uh-oh. We've only got
Man,
13. Are we getting committed to this 6?
Are you trying to milk us here?
Yeah, yeah, I'm not.
oh,
I'm
he's boxing us is what
calling.
he's doing.
Crying and call.
She go.
There's no right answer here, like.
We've got a couple of
Um,
folders, a couple of
I'm a
callers.
folder. I'm great at folding.
Is it not like, if this
Stationing.
is a mix like 60-40 fold, it's gotta be more fold.
So
I think it's gonna be more call.
Well-
the 9 is probably okay, like, to continue with, right?
Call would blow my mind if it's
So-
called, like, I would say all in or fold, but I'm leaning way more towards fold.
so here's the thing. Like the rainbow deuce is gonna be the best deuce for him. Because like none of our hands picked up flush draw equity when we have suited combos. So if he's gonna bet this deuce, this is the deuce he's gonna bet the most. So this is the hand that's gonna have the most bluffs for him too.
Here's how it goes. We have to
hardest for us
continue
to
some
call.
of our 6x, right? So then we have to
Sure.
look to our kicker to figure out which ones.
Okay.
Does the 9 interact with many of his bluffs? I don't think so.
Sure.
Maybe some like queen 9 suited bottom of range stuff.
Yeah.
Jack
you can
9
have
suited.
queen
Maybe the
nine
9's
hearts.
worse than I think, actually.
How
Queen
is our
10
kicker really
diamonds.
relevant though? Like, how many sixes does he have?
No, it'd be
Nine.
relevant for us having equity on the river, right? Like if we had
Right.
6-5 or 6-4, we're never folding here.
Well, of course, yeah, that makes more sense, but
Right. So then besides 6-5 and 6-4, we have to, and then like ace 6, right? We have to determine like which is the best 6 to continue with. Cause I don't think we can only call those 6s.
what?
Found the sliver.
Negative
I think
EV. Oh.
actually 6-10 is worse than 6-9.
He'll open suited 9s. I feel like 6-7, 6-8 should be better, probably.
There we go. The 6-10 is worse than 6-9.
So six queen is the worst. We really want to unblock him with queen high,
Mhm,
and then jack high, and then 10 high, and then 9 high.
mhm. Yeah,
right?
all of them are bad. That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
We want him to be bluffing, and like he's most likely bluffing from queen high, then he's most likely bluffing from jack high, then 10 high. So 9 isn't too bad. Right? And like 8, 6, 7, 6, just pure call. Right? And even like 6, 4, and 6, 5 have some spicy jams here.
I love that.
Yep.
I do
So,
that some.
like, screw you.
Can we see his barrel range? Is it
Sure.
like, yeah, like the queen 9 suiteds of the world? And random no equity, yeah, okay.
All the kings, all the queens, all the jacks, all the 10s, all the 9s. He's just
That's
barreling
why all
everything.
those kickers suck, right? Everything
Yeah.
below the
Yeah,
10 and
he's
9 is
bluffing.
better. Yeah.
He's a wild bluffalo in this triangle. Right? And I mean, like, he's even bluffing ace 4 here. So, yeah.
Ace
he's-
4 is gonna have to call it off if we jam, what the heck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's winning too. Well, no, he's behind our 6, but yeah.
No, we haven't jammed.
He's bluffing everything.
Oh,
Well, we
Man.
know this is
now
a bad
it
card
is-
for us.
Can he
This is
value
bad.
jam a queen?
He for sure can you jam a queen.
Oh
All right, are we out
man,
of here?
then we have to fold, surely we have to, if he can value jam a queen.
I'm calling.
In game, I feel like you could exploit call cuz your opponent won't value jam queen 9, they'll check back.
So
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah,
And you
For
can,
the
so
record,
they
I
have like
fold
a
for
king or
queens.
nothing, right? King, queen or nothing.
and he's probably jamming range on river here, right? Checking back ace high,
Yeah, jamming.
jamming
range.
everything else.
This is
Okay.
me when I play good and I call and they just cash the best cards on the river.
Yep.
Yep, and they check back, right? They don't value jam, they check back, and it's like, oh cool, you had queen jack, nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I found the correct turn call and then you spiked me, alright, next time I got you.
Yeah, he gives up with pocket 7s through pocket jacks, takes them showdown, and gives up a couple of them. But yeah, he's still out here bluffing ace four, ace five. Checking back his six.
Queen, jack, check back. Why? Ace,
Queen
queen.
jack, it's the best. It's weird.
Wait,
He's checking back queen jack. Okay.
it's lower EV than the other queen X. It blocks our can, no. I don't know, let's move on.
Yeah. That is a bit of a strange one. All right. Four, just an easy defend. Lovely board.
Boring.
Check and check out. Bluffed by a better hand. All right. Queen eight. Anyone putting this in the 3-bet bucket, or is it a little too splashy?
Might get a sliver.
Nah. Oh, 99%.
Yeah, we get a little bit.
Might get a sliver. Find those little bluffies. Yeah. All right. Take a look at our pre-flop range here. So this is 20 big blinds. So a shift up from our 17 big blind defense here against under the gun. And so again, the same behavior. We're just we're a little deeper. We're a little more cautious. Now we have some non-all-in 3-bets, 20 big blinds. Still primarily defending by jamming. Still jamming the same ranges. Jack 10, our big blind defense standard. And yeah, a little bit of queen 8, little bit of king 7, little bit of ace 8, little bit of stuff around here. All right, as we're starting to get towards the deeper stack play. All right.
And if you don't wanna try to hit those, you can like just play call with aces and kings and not do that fancy stuff and not lose too much EV,
Sure.
if you wanna simplify.
Yep. Calling with aces here is still just fine. All right. Big wet polar bet. Queen of spades. Not good enough in my opinion. We need queen 9 to continue here.
Yeah, I'm out of there.
Easy fold. Queen 9 with the queen of spades. Does that continue? Let's take a peek. Nope. Queen 9 with the queen of spades, not good enough either. Queen jack with the queen of spades. Needs
You
the
gotta
gut gutter against the larger size.
Pete, you gotta have a gut shot, not just a gut shot to a gut shot.
A draw to a draw, quick draw. All right. Here we go. 25 big blinds. Cut off. So here the deepest we're going to get today, and we're going to look at our big blind defense jam range here. It's not going to be super prominent, so this is going to be a call. But since we're here, we'll take a look at what it looks like pre.
No, ace 8 off, maybe jam.
A little bit of ace 8, very good. So again, right, we can see 10 jack is going to be part of our big blind defense here when we're short stacked very prominently, and a few hands that are around that area. Jamming all the pairs, jamming a bunch of the aces, jamming a bunch of these aces. So 12% just jam it back in their face. Got to find some suited 9s, some suited kings, and jack 10. All right. The good news is it's going to be really easy to play post flop. Shig on.
Should
Too
trademark
fair.
that.
Get it fixed. All right. Pocket fours, 17 bigs.
Wrap bet.
Pure?
Versus under the gun,
Yeah, I think this is rip pure, this stacked up.
sevens
Yeah, I
plus.
think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, mixy, okay,
So remember, sixes are going to be our donut hole,
right.
and then fives and fours are going to have some mixing, but definitely fine if you're just jamming these. Kings, sick. Next. Sevens.
There's our sevens plus.
Rip it.
Sevens plus.
There we go.
Rip it. Easy game. Kings. Next. This guy and his unending string of kings.
Third bullet.
Third bullet. Rebuy.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm back. Here we go. We got trips.
Check.
Danny
I was
said
on my
something with
phone.
two tens,
I
we
heard
get
something
stacked
about
with
kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him kings now.
You are, and
we
you're
go.
back and we got trips.
We're on our third bullet, Danny. We need fifth place to get unstuck.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Alright.
Let's,
I think we can slow play at this stack depth at some frequency,
Sure.
even though his bet's
Um,
small.
I'd
calling, I
rather have a
think.
spade though. The 10 is good for slow play, I feel like, but I want the 10 of spades.
Yeah, it would be better.
I don't know. We can call our raise.
Mostly clicking here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still better
Mostly
to
clicking.
raise.
Right? If we have the 10 of spades, that's gonna drive it down a little more. But okay.
How to
So
win
would
the
our
max.
bluffs have picked up equity here?
Do we get to get some sneaky checks here with this particular card?
Yep. We're definitely gonna have some checks here,
Also some B20 probably.
for sure.
Also some 33.
Oh,
Saeed sizing up without a spade, that might be realistic.
Any
yeah.
jamming?
I want to go like 40% here.
Yeah,
Okay.
for jam on the river.
So if we put 4 in, they put 4 in, there's gonna be 20 in there, there's gonna be 10 back. It's only gonna be a half pot on the river. I mean, we don't have to
Yeah.
go very big here to make an easy river call for a lot of hands.
I like 4.
Yeah,
All fine options.
The Doug
Take
Polk
a look.
special.
Bet the 4. Our opponent calls.
And just
Good
rip all
ace.
of them.
Oh,
yeah, shipperoni.
There can
Got an
only
easy
be
one.
one.
yeah, Jack 8, nice hand.
Hey, pocket kings? No.
Oh,
King
phew.
nine.
Okay.
I
Oh,
thought this guy
oh
was gonna
yeah,
roll
right,
over his
pocket
third
kings.
pocket
I
kings.
forgot.
Alright. Ace 4 off. Is this? Oh, it's defending a jam. Okay, call or
Fold.
fold?
Think it, no.
Fold.
Fold.
Alright.
Ace nine calls.
I think like ace 7 calls.
Ace 8.
Maybe
Ace
ace eight,
7,
maybe.
maybe 0. Ace
So-
8.
So 17
eight.
bigs from the cutoff. What aces are you jamming?
I think ace 8 jams, right?
I
Yeah.
think isn't the region, the offsuit region just above this?
Ace 9, 10
So
jack.
like 8-6 to like ace 10 or something?
The
Yeah.
suited regions mixing ace 3 and then it's ace 4, 5. It's mixing ace 4.
I feel
then
like
ace
you
5,
guys
ace
are a little
7.
light. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
ace 9, 10 jack. I don't know if ace 8 might be the bottom.
What about ace like 4 suited, ace 5 suited, ace 3 suited?
Yeah, sure.
All the suited. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
talking offsuit only.
Yeah, I
9,
was
10 jack.
talking
Okay.
opposite.
So it's gonna be 4, 5, 6 on the suited side and 8, 9, 10 on the offsuit side.
Yeah,
So kind of the idea for our range construction attacking is where we have jams here, our jams are gonna pick up from there on the offsuit side. Right?
And then on the,
So-
can we take a quick look at the defense?
put them quite a bit.
Sure.
Right.
So we're gonna kind of want to pick from where the middle of this range is. So I guess we're gonna defend ace 9 off here.
Ace 8.
Yeah, I think ace 8's mixing.
Yeah.
Ace
ace
7
8.
mixing.
Okay.
So, yeah. Right, ace-7 is the transition zone, so it's the mixed spot for us. So ace-8 defends, ace-9 is just fine. So yeah, good stuff. King, queen, get it fixed. All right, 25 bigs, 86. Call.
Hmm.
Ooh.
You wanna lead at all?
I don't think on this board.
Not on this board, but if we did, this would be the hand that would want to do it.
Yeah, I think we want to be a little bit higher. This might still lead some.
You're going to want to lead with a 5 or a 6 in your hand a lot. I don't usually lead on a board that has a 2, right? So 3, 4, 5 this is always a lead for me.
Mm.
Still primarily a check, and we face a huge bet.
Mm,
I'm just folding.
cool. Yeah, I would fold. Let's see.
Gonna fold a
I mean,
gut
what
shot
else
and
is there
two
to
overs.
do? You wanna click? We could click actually, right?
I don't think you can click, right? He's
We could
super
rip,
polarized.
Not against this side.
No,
Well,
I
may have
think
some, but it's gonna be low freak.
I'm already in the small blind on the next hand.
Hold on, if there's any candidate to click, alright. So yeah,
It-
just
Yeah,
mark
I
it
think the
then.
bet's just too big.
It's gonna be 8-6 of spades. Maybe
We don't have much for
you
to
get your
operate in.
click,
Right.
right? Little backdoor. But I mean, against that super polarized size, I don't think there's just gonna be very many clicks even. Yeah, it's not clicks, it's jams.
Mm.
That's pretty cool.
8-5. It just stuffs the turkey.
Okay, 8-5, yeah, but not ace, so yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
8-5, 8-5. 8-5 off.
Mm.
Jack 5, Queen 5, never finding this. That's pretty
Pretty sweet.
sad.
Another like equity realization. You bet so huge. I don't wanna commit these chips and not see the river. Maybe you'll fold sometimes too, so therefore I'm all in.
Yeah, open and straight draw plus a good over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like if he has like an 8s here, you're in good shape.
Yeah, he is over pair, top pair, second pair, and then bricks. Yeah, he's super polar here in this spot. With this
slightly reminiscent of my bet 3-bet in the mini main from this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got king 6 here and queen 6 here and jack 8 here. 10-8 of clubs. 10-8 of clubs. You're for finding this 83% pot size with 10-8 of clubs here.
Yes.
That is savage.
It's just absolute garbage. So like
I don't know if I'm getting it at this SPR, like at 25, you know, or 20 or
Just
whatever.
one and done.
I believe Nick would though.
All right. Pretty clear checkboard. Polarized bet. Bottom
Jam it.
backdoor.
No,
Mm, pure
don't do
call.
that.
Call.
Call.
Yeah, the 7 has some straight connection here.
Just
Let's see the
kidding.
next card. Oh boy.
Alright, now we play that yellow,
Mm.
orange.
Anyone want to click and lead here?
I think we're mixing check and bet small. I think they're both fine.
I do this orange thing way too much here. I probably need to practice the check line.
Well, cuz we're checking to raise, correct?
I think it's
Oops.
mostly. Oh, I was gonna say it's mostly a check. It's a pure check.
We are checking to check.
I don't always do it on top card pair, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he still has top trips here. Sometimes.
Yeah, he's got aces, kings, queens, jacks, lots of 9s.
Well,
He's probably
Yeah.
betting almost everything in range here.
This is very similar to the 9-6, right? Like I think this is a good.
it is a
Ooh,
stuff.
Like
Never mind.
sweet. So all his garbage is just gonna call off. And good night, Irene.
It's so I'm curious about that. It's almost a pure like check raise jam, but like to the point that was made, like the under the gun range is just all the good stuff, and is going to call off with 6s, 7s, 8s. Just like it's got to be close to the combos that we fold out, like the ace 10 and Broadway combos, I suppose. Is that kind of how it works? Like,
Problem is,
there happens to be more combos of. Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say all rivers are bad, and we don't know which ones are bad. So it like with that sizing, it's easier to just jam, and we guaranteed realize our equity, and we have fold equity still, as opposed to him having Jack 10-0 and drilling a 10 on the river or whatever.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, you can see this large swath of king high here, right?
Yeah.
King high, all these 2 overs and even an over and an under, right? And all of this offsuit stuff here. We're ahead of all of this with our 3, but we are going to have an equity realization problem. We're never going to know when we beat ace king or when we lose to ace jack or lose to queen jack here. So it's like, okay, I know you're ahead a lot, but I also know you're bluffing a lot. So it just takes it and says our 3's good enough. And
Can
when
I
we go
derail
on-
us briefly?
Sorry?
Oh, I asked if I could briefly derail us. Do you guys ever see, as the defender here in the big blind, do you experience people betting these sizes on flop at this stack depth?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Not
Mm.
not in the past.
I mean,
Jeremy
past-
does. Here
On nine-
he is.
Jeremy might in his games, yeah, go ahead.
On 9 high
Not-
boards, sure. Like maybe not. What was it? 83%?
Off like
No,
18
no,
bigs
it's just
effective though?
50%.
I mean, I think like 66 is fairly frequent off this stack depth. Like 83, a little bit pushing it, but it's still like half pot to 66. I still see frequently, and I bet the same sizings. Like I don't do 83 a lot, but I still see, especially on these boards. Then they know they should be polarized, like 9 high, 10 high boards. I see the bigger sizings.
Yeah, I think in the past I didn't see many big sizes, even on like 10 high boards, 9 high boards, but like recently, quite a lot of big bets recently. So the meta has probably shifted a little bit such that people are just getting more comfortable betting the big size, which I think is not good in that sense. Not good for us because
Not
the
good
games
for
will be
us,
getting
indeed.
yeah, it's not good. It's tough to play against, you know. So like I think this one, like, because like Peter said, it's just against a big bet on a turn, we just have a very nice jam because like a lot of his bluffs are just going to be from that king high, ace high.
Or
Swath,
maybe
I
it
should
is
say.
good for us, because if we know how to play quote unquote correctly versus big bet, and people are only big betting the nuts, until now they're gonna start big betting bluffs. If they
Mhm.
learn to big bet bluffs, maybe it is good
Yeah,
for us. If we're defending like
you have to
quote unquote
adapt. Yeah, I have to
correctly
adapt.
anyway.
But in the past, like definitely, I would agree with Sin. Like we just didn't see much big betting at all. It's just like
Yeah,
one
like,
third, half
it-
pot, whatever. Nowadays, it's like, oh shit, these guys actually bet big at the fold. You know.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
it's
can
still
see
like
here-
what I see it all
when
the
we
time
look
where
at
you're
the-
100, 150 big blinds deep and you're on a 10 high board and they just see bet like 33% and
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
isn't a thing.
like, yeah.
Like
Well,
this is a giant
sure.
bet spot. What are you doing? I raise.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can see here, like on this flop, the equity is hugely in favor of our opponent, right? 20% in favor of our opponent on this 9-4-3 board, which is 9-4-3 is actually good for our range, right? But the problem is their range is so compressed to value and over pairs here that if we look at the trash comparison, right? We have all this trash on a board where we connect pretty well. This is their bucket of trash, one combo. Right? So because there's such a big difference in how frequently they have a better hand, they just get to bet functionally all of range, and they have some nut sizing here, right? Because there's going to be some hands that are going to be very vulnerable, even against our range. So like when they have a hand like ace 9, right, which is one of the worst hands that they're going to show up here with, or pocket 8s even, right? We're going to have queen jack and king 10 and all of these things offsuit that are going to want to continue. And so his hands, he's going to have some hands that are going to go for some pretty big value here. And when we look at the type of hands that he's using the big bet size with, sure enough, it's most frequently pocket tens, ace nine, 9-8, right? All of these hands are best and vulnerable, and then some bluffs that kind of correspond with that too. But as I said, most of the range is just betting small, right? But yeah,
I had a follow-up.
sure.
So after he bets big and we call,
Yep.
and the turn pairs the top card, even if people are finding some flop big bets, do you think they're gonna find the second barrel bluff for like B60 there on the top card pair? Cause I
Well,
don't know,
it's-
like personally, I'm not gonna play this way with my threes in game. This is what I'm getting at, right? Like I think you could pitch a three happily on the turn against a lot of players there.
I mean, it's like if I have like 10 jack or 10 queen suited, I'm barreling a paired nine at a high frequency.
Yeah, I agree.
But our villains though,
so
Depends.
Take a
not
look,
sure.
right? A third of his range is doing it. What's he doing it with?
Mm.
Tens, jacks. He still doesn't care with all these small pairs. He's still going, right? What he stopped doing is stopped using this big size with the nine. Right, so
Yeah.
this is still his vulnerable over pairs that still want to do this, and his vulnerable under pairs, right? That are still, pretty resilient against us having a nine. And then when we take this big bet line, he's probably going to have some checkbacks here, right? If we just call, but our strategy isn't going to be to call here.
So, Pete, could a general takeaway be, and I don't want to oversimplify this, but
Sure.
could a general takeaway be to find more check raise jams in defending big blind against studied players that are likely to take these sizes and these lines in position?
Maybe. I think the hard thing, and like Jeremy and Nick talked about this a bit, is that players are going to struggle to find this sizing with hands other than pocket tens, pocket jacks, and ace nine, right? They're going to be, I don't know where they're going to find this sizing with a lot of these bluffs.
Well, you and Nick would.
Well, hopefully everyone who's here tonight will.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all like exploitation, right? So it's kind of like guesstimating your opponent's tendencies and whether or not they would do this with enough bluffs to make this jam profitable. And if they're not finding these queen jack go, queen 10 suited, king 10 suited barrels, then it's probably not going to wind up being profitable enough because they're just going to have too many overpairs or just pairs or two pairs in general. So I mean it's all goes into the calculation, right? Like GTO study is important, and then you just implement it against your specific opponent, and go in one direction or the other. Like this guy's a nit. This is always two pair better, or this guy's insane. I'm jamming, my three for
Yeah.
value here.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a good approach.
Fair enough. Yeah, there definitely are some wild men who I would never believe and always be putting a three in.
Yeah, so the nuts. Yeah.
All right, 17 bigs, ace 8 versus under the gun.
We got some rips, right?
Is this one that's going to find the one?
Mm,
Ace eight off.
No,
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 there is
Just
a
call, just
sliver
call.
Oh, under the gun.
chance.
Oh, under the gun. Under
A
the gun. No.
sliver of
Yeah.
chance.
Do we have rips with ace 5-0 here?
We don't.
Not a very high frequency if we do.
Yeah, because you don't get much better to fold. He's not even opening like all the A60, A70. So
Okay.
it's not like we want to fold out that.
Yeah.
You're going to have to defend a pretty good portion of our range. It's going to contain a spade. This hand not containing a spade, does it make the cut?
Yeah, we have to call once.
Okay. One chip size.
I think mixing.
I don't know, man. I would probably
I
mix or fold.
think we got a call. I'm
Nah,
bad at these
fold.
spots.
Fold
no.
that, fold that
Personally.
trash. Because
Wow.
we could hit an 8. You could hit an
Maybe
ace, and
'cause
we
it's
could be
pair
drawing
king.
dead. Like we're
ace
drawing
10.
dead a lot. We don't have a spade. I would continue with a spade.
What if it were like 10-10 deuce? Do we call this?
Oh, yeah.
10-10 deuce would be different, right? Because he has not as many 10x.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
getting at. Yeah, yeah.
Because he doesn't have offsuit 10x, but he has some offsuit king x, like king jack, king 10.
I'd rather call like a 10-10-7, 10-10-9, because then like not only the back door, but we also like have more opportunities
Yeah,
with
and
the right boards.
And one more thing is that we don't want to
Certainly.
call much. We don't want to call much. We want to just play raise a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
If we have the
87%
ace of
raise, 5%
spades,
call.
yeah. If we have the ace of spades,
Yeah.
more or less, we want to do that.
Ace of spades always wants to raise here. Queen of
Okay.
spades wants to raise. Jack of spades wants to raise. So if you want to splash around here, you need the spade.
Yep.
Right. So
Oh sure.
well, this shallow.
I fold in game, but I don't, I'm like,
In fairyland. Like yeah, you could just have ace 10 and we hit an ace on the turn. And then
yeah.
you're dead, you know? So it's not great. Yeah, just
Alright.
call.
Call.
What's the best suited hand you're calling here? Like ace jack suited, ace queen suited?
I think ace queen suited we can
Jack.
probably go for the jam or the 3-bet all in. That's a
Yeah,
value.
I would mix with ace queen.
Ace jack is probably to call, I think. Ace jack
I
suited.
think okay, I think it's good.
Yeah. It's UTG1 after all.
And ace jack go?
I think we saw it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
hard line, like ace queen was doing it pure and ace jack was calling
Yeah.
almost
Seems
pure,
like it.
maybe
Yeah,
What do you
pure.
do?
I think
What do you do with ace jack go?
just call, just call.
Call.
Oh, I think I'm ripping.
Nah, man.
Take a
Against
look at that.
UTG1, I think
Uh,
he won't raise call
Ace
ace 10
queen
so
O,
it's
maybe.
mindless. Ace
Well,
queen O
let's
is a
take a
easy
look.
easy
Ace
rip
queen O
three.
for sure, but ace jack go is
Yeah,
close.
This one seems like just check call, huh? Check raise
Mhm.
even.
I think call. I think it's too strong to raise.
Well, let's see the
Yeah,
size.
you're right, you're right. Yeah, I see the size.
Okay.
Yeah, call.
I'm good with. Yeah.
Oh, it does get in there.
Ooh,
Pretty
you
frisky
can't go
raise.
wrong except fold.
A little bit of stuff
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Because you have the overcard, right? It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Backdoor flush draw. Actually, that's equity. We fold
Oh.
out some ace jack, you know.
No leads. Bad for our range, good for our hand.
Yep.
Alright.
Or do we give him the rope? Well, there's gonna be a lot of
Uh,
check back river. Like, let's stuff it now, right?
I think this is just calling.
I
Just
think
keep
it's just
calling.
call because we have the gut shot as well. We don't have any bad rivers, so I would call.
I think it's mostly a call with slivers to raise.
Yeah.
Raise
Yeah,
can
there
go-
will be
maybe-
some
I mean,
sleeve.
raising kind of sexy as well because he has like. But calling is probably.
Yeah,
Class.
I'm like pure calling in game.
Oh no!
The
Look at
river
that.
goes
The
check check
small-
too often, right?
The small, yeah, the small raise. Holy shit!
Yeah, I just click.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright. Give it the click
Alright.
and let's see what we get in trouble with. He just stuffs
All
us.
right, let's go.
Let's go.
Like
Not
ace
folding.
suited, we're good.
He has ace jack.
no.
Yeah, he has ace jack.
Oh, this
Oh,
one's
come
Your
on
wizard
now.
will always
pair the board.
Pip
Pair
you.
the board.
Can
Yeah.
we see
You
our
wanna take a look at the
pre-flop range?
Yeah.
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 And there was a weird spot. It was something similar where ace 5-0 was jamming. Like, I don't think this is it, but it was like an outlier for some reason in the big blind.
Maybe against cutoff, but because cutoff is gonna have like ace 6-0, ace 7-0, which raise holds.
So,
Yeah, it's
Hard
clear,
line.
Yeah,
clear
ace queen.
line.
Hard win.
Yeah,
A little
yeah,
bit of bluffs down here.
yeah.
Skipping a6. All right. Queen 8. Ooh. And we
Call.
want to get frisky.
Negative.
No way.
No
I really
way.
want to see a flop.
Yeah,
Can't entice anyone to get frisky. All right.
not with the suited one though.
Check. Okay.
Nap. Call.
Okay. So we're drawing to a draw.
Yeah, we gotta continue this. I think
Queen can be long.
I think we have slivers to raise.
I'll go raise. Yeah, a little
Like
bit of raise.
raise is better. Yeah.
15%. 15% raise. A lot of calls and a little bit of fold.
I'm not folded.
Okay, I would be pretty much pure calling here. Like we can't turn top pair, we can't turn a straight. We can only draw to a draw, so I would only be calling here. But
Okay.
nope.
Ah,
Indeed,
What?
it's folding. What the fuck, man? That's
Yeah,
fucked
you're-
up.
We
you're
are
Everybody's
drawing
wrong.
to a
dreaming.
draw.
Everybody's wrong.
Everybody's wrong. It's too
Yeah.
thin drawing to a draw. You want to
Wait, I thought that
Yeah.
A was a 9, never mind. Yeah.
turn them.
Oh,
That was
no.
queen 9.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That's what I thought. Me
I
too.
thought
Yeah.
it was queen. Nine.
Oh no, it's
Dealer, I
queen eight.
misread my hand. I thought I had a straight. Does that ever push you the pot?
Queen 8, eh?
Yeah, queen 9 in just
Only
fine.
if you can convince the dealer.
Bro.
Suited.
8 out.
Oh wow.
Queen 8
This
suited
is-
out of there.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
it's-
guess because it's a king high board, we don't have the overcard, so that's problematic.
Yeah.
You probably want an
yeah. Well, even
overcard to the
ace 8
king.
struggles here, right?
Yeah, holy shit. Because
Yeah.
the ace is not clean. Not a clean out.
Huh.
Shigon.
We just have so much stuff that naturally connects, right? We don't
Yeah,
have
we
to
have better,
force
we have
it.
better hands, yeah.
Okay, facing a jam.
Oh.
King 10.
Let's see what you guys do. Easy fold, yeah.
Easy.
The
fold.
fold.
You could call like ace.
All
ace
in
nine.
rebuy if it's level 1.
Yeah,
Level one.
we looked, it was like ace eight, it was pure.
Queen 6. Okay. Is anyone folding here?
Chip EV, right?
Chip EV.
Mm-hmm.
This is really close.
It's,
I think it's a fold.
I think it's on the outside of close. I'm folding.
Call.
Yeah, I'm folding as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
These,
close.
these
But-
chip EV, these
You
chip
call
EV.
down to queen 5, don't you?
Why not?
Yeah, yeah, in chip EV, yeah.
Yep.
I hate these freaking.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we have the double gutter. The fun,
Yep.
sneaky double gutter.
A,
So sick.
a double gutter to a silver medal either way.
Yeah, one of our
like this
double
one.
gutters is
I like,
the idiot
I like,
end of the
I like
street.
jamming this.
Oh, yeah, that could be a thing actually, right?
That could be a thing. Yeah.
I like jamming this.
Oh,
wanna jam.
Jeremy, you're a mad
I
lad.
don't think versus sizing, jamming is a large portion of our strategy. I think if you bet larger, jamming's really good.
I have a reason why. It's because we have a lot of equity, but we have the overcard, but we're never gonna get paid if a 7 drops, right? Like if you get 7 drops, we're like, oh no. Like
Right.
he's just gonna slow down. But a jack drops, it's 4 to a straight. If a queen drops, it's 4 to a straight. But if this guy has like aces, like we want to stack him now. So we just jam. We have
I'd
no
rather,
clean
like,
outs.
Raise small and
That might
jam
be
all
brilliant.
turns.
Maybe not in this board, but like let's try jam,
I think I am with Nick.
I think I agree with Nick too, actually, because if we can raise small and fold if we get stuffed on.
Yeah. The only problem is that what I would jam here always is 7-8 because I have the pair as well. So his aces is like doomed. But queen 6 might be not good enough to jam.
Does his sizing factor into your strategy here?
6-8 as
Yeah,
well.
sort of. Against a bigger sizing, I would rather jam more.
Yeah,
like,
okay. That's where I'm
Still,
at.
I think like I don't
Like,
know.
I
I
don't
like
think I
the
have any-
jam idea.
I don't
Like
think I have
7-8.
any.
We can look at the
What do you
range
do with-
after. Yeah.
Do
What
you
do you
think we
with-
get jams on this
Yeah,
3
that's what I was gonna
connect?
say. What do you think what do you do with ace 10 here?
Ugh.
Raise.
What
I
size?
Think
Do you,
Non
do you
all in.
jam?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Pink,
So that's kind of
probably?
my point. Like, I don't really have a value jam range here, so I'm gonna stick it all in this jam raise
No,
small.
we can jam like a jack 10.
So
Queen
then this
10.
should just be a call then, right?
I'm
don't know.
Maybe it is a raise for the same reasons.
I throw my hat in the all in bowl, even though I know this is not the best combo.
I'm mostly raising small and then calling the rest.
But I know that 8-7 would definitely wanna 8-6, it's like great to jab it in,
Let's take
put
a
into the
peek.
test.
Fold.
Sometimes you
raise.
just like run into queen jack though and you cry,
yeah,
right?
raise.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're all
Very
in, they have
small, yeah.
queen jack, you feel so silly, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, because you don't have the pair. You don't have the pair, you can't go all in. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
So we'll take
Do
a look
we-
at the strategy.
Yeah, let's take a
Yeah,
look.
do we
Let's
have
take a look.
any jams? I'm interested. Like
8-7,
SPR
8-7.
mellow.
Let's
think
see.
eight-
Well, so
7
this
is
one was
small,
fold
like-
or pink, right?
Pair plus a
Yeah.
draw. like,
Yeah,
just
this one you wanna
call.
fold it or you wanna just go for the small raise. It doesn't have enough equity to.
Think 7-8. Oh wait.
Okay.
So on this board, there's completed equity.
Let's go! 8-7.
8-7.
Let's go.
9-7.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Jack
go.
10 is
All
the
in.
one.
Ace Jack
10.
O, Ace Jack O, jam it in. Jack 10 O, jam it in.
Jack
We don't have
four.
clean outs.
Jack with the pair.
Even Ace Jack O, like 2 overcards, and because like a
Yeah.
queen drops, we don't get paid. But if against his kings, you know. But like we jam it
Denial
in,
slash realization slash max value.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he's calling kings, he's calling queens, he's calling like you know, like stuff.
Yeah.
So 7-6-0 is the best. I mean, 7-6 is a straight, but 8-7-0 is the best one. You just want to go all in because like
Yeah.
nobody's gonna pay you off if your 6 comes. So you make him pay
Yeah.
now.
7-6 wants to put all the chips in because every card for it's going to be bad.
Yeah, it's a lower
Same
straight.
with Jack 10.
Mhm.
So this is a good spot. Even though
Yeah.
there's completed equity, there is definitely a lot of jams here. And this is why. So
It's
Interesting.
also interesting that 33% raise is very small part of the strategy. It's mostly 55% or all in.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. True that.
Still a 10 high board at the end of the day.
Okay.
it's a scam.
Queens.
All right, the deuce is loose.
All in.
20 big
Oh,
blinds.
who are you,
No,
Louis?
Don't you
call.
call,
What? Are you crazy?
Oh.
don't you
It's so
jam,
easy,
jam like
Just
fours,
call.
threes?
I think
and call-
deuces is the one.
Louis.
No,
jam.
just call, bro.
All in.
Yeah, call.
All in. All in, man.
First
How is it not all in?
It's
Yeah,
loose.
Now,
It's too
now,
bad, dude.
Now it's
You
all
do it
in.
with
Now
like
checkers all
fours.
in.
now
Why
we can
not,
go on
man?
it.
This stupid range.
Wait,
Because
raise or call?
you get 5-6s to fold, right?
just call. Like we don't
Call
get
here.
fold
Okay.
in our hands.
Call, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
What if you
And
bet
3 of a
tiny? What if
spade.
you bet one on the flop?
It's
Yeah.
called.
Still just call,
Mostly-
right? Okay.
Mostly call, maybe slivers a race, but call is
Today's
prominent.
sideboard. Doesn't matter how small. How
Yeah.
small
Hey,
it's
against,
gonna be.
I guess
God.
against UTG one, you
Dude.
can have
Has,
stuff.
I mean,
has.
well, yeah, we don't fold equity for stuff.
Every
think
three
that's-
that we have is a double gutter.
Yeah.
Would be a
kinda
better
do.
continue.
Yeah.
Better here with pocket threes.
Bullshit. We had the best hand pre-flop.
We should have jammed.
Clear call, no?
This one, I
Wait,
think
now,
it's a
now
jam.
you don't wanna jam anymore?
Yeah,
No,
well,
because
now-
no, because he's not raised holding 8s, man. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think it's under. I think it's a pure call. We jam like nines every time and eights is gonna mix maybe.
Close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Never mind. Alright, we
very
jam
close.
eights every time.
Yeah.
And this mixes.
Calling his just fine here. Jamming your nines is just fine.
Jamming 7s plus EV too. Like if you want to jam this in, you're not losing EV.
Yeah, it's plus EV for sure, but like it just doesn't plays better as a call, I think. Because
Yeah.
he has
I'd
8s,
say-
he raised calls. Yeah. Deuces, I think.
No,
that
but you
one
fold out,
because-
you fold out overcards though. You fold out queen ten suited and,
But you
yeah,
get called by
ace-
yeah, you do that with
What a-
8s.
you get called by ace king ace queen still, which are hard. Like if it's a jack 10 flop, like you're gonna have to like fold your 7s, right? So
That's I mean like I think it's like on the brink, on the cusp of like what makes sense because he's never folding a better pair. But for the deuces hand was that like he doesn't open enough like 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s. That's why we don't jam it. Right.
All right.
Whereas in the
we-
cutoff,
lots
you
of
jam
nines
that
to
all day.
call, lots of queens to call.
we have to
Who
call
calls
still.
it?
Yeah.
Let's call one at this size.
And there's just more of his range in the cutoff that will
Mhm.
fold that you can attack.
7 is a
too.
clean out. 7 is a clean out.
Bad.
No,
Jack
No, it's a bad turn.
always betting and I'm always folding.
You.
Yeah.
Pure fold. Easy fold this spot. No trouble, no worries. All right.
Definitely defending.
Or deeper, maybe slivers a 3-bet,
Maybe.
but yeah, just call.
I just call.
So we are going to take a look at the range construction here at 25 under the gun. We haven't seen this one yet. So our big blind defense here, 25 big blinds. The jam frequency is not going to be super prevalent, but we are going to have a little bit of it. So Sue's GTO was
Still
a
is
Pocket
king, ace,
trees, pocket
queen.
trees, pocket
Ace
4s.
queen suited 10s.
Well, maybe in 20 minutes.
Remember, this is the anchor of our big blind shallow stack defense, right? This jack 10 suited, no matter where we are, it always it always tries to find a way into our big blind defense. So it's going to help you to remember that there's going to be some hands around here that are going to want to find some jam defense shenanigans. Jack 10's always going to be one of them.
For me, it's king ten. I think.
Wait,
king 10
was that
more so?
Ace 4-0 jamming?
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Oh,
Bottom
Nick,
line.
It's an
oh, you
offset-
might have
it's an
said
offset to
something
the
about
ace king.
that.
Yeah, I knew it. I looked at a spot where I was like, "What the hell is that doing in there?" Okay.
To match up with fours. I don't know.
Yeah.
offset
Yeah.
for ace king and fours.
So we've seen before the king of spades definitely has the ability to get out of blind here.
Yeah, OOL.
Raise some, fold most of the
I
time.
think it's like fold now.
I'm gonna raise
Yeah, I think it's-
83.
Yeah, fold like 80% of the time.
Oh.
Oh, always.
just fold.
What?
It's full.
0.1%, 0.1.
Pete, you
I'm
said
Oh, 0.1%.
I'm so
Noted.
disappointed in this
You-
king seven of spades.
you just said king spades can get out of line. Whatever.
King of spades can get out of line. Pete can get out of the study session.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta take a look at my king of spades. But okay, maybe it's
But he
king
made it quite
eight.
big as well. He made it quite big. 1.9.
yeah.
So it's like slightly bigger bet. Then we don't have much wiggle room.
King of spades with a nine.
If you made it 1.15, maybe.
King of spades with a 9, just fine.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, on the
That's a
other
gut
end,
shot- that's a
king
gut shot, right?
3,
Yeah.
king 4.
Yeah, because the 7 you kind of block his fold,
Ah.
right? You block
Yeah.
his sevens.
Yeah, you block the bottom of his range, right?
Yeah, you block
So-
his a7 and you block his sevens.
Yeah, that makes
Deuce.
sense.
Not what you want to do.
Going bananas.
Yeah, you really don't want to have a 7 here. You'd rather have a 3
Tree. Yeah.
pocket 9s. Get it fixed. All right, ace deuce. How loose? 25.
Definitely considering some not only three bets.
bet.
Damn pure
do some.
calling.
No way. No way it's a pure call.
Why not five?
I don't three bet for my-
Chippy V.
For my 2 branch.
It would be eight,
it's
yeah.
9.5. Well, it's closer than it looks.
Yeah,
I would have gone
pretty-
not all in
Pretty
a lot.
good here.
Nice. Maybe no ICM, so we just don't get to bluff too much. Okay.
All right.
Do we ever want to
Call.
raise? Probably not.
No, we have the ace in
Um,
our hand. We have the ace in our hand, so we don't want to raise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want the ace to turn in cooler.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Ace.
He turns the ace.
Oh,
Oh, we do
yeah.
have some raising, yeah.
A little
That's
bit of
interesting.
loose deuce.
That's nice. I guess because you're treated straight, yeah. Rainbow board.
Like ace king, ace queen are still calling a raise.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. Now we fold.
I don't think we
Yeah.
can't fold. A club came. We don't have any draws to continue with.
Rainbow
The
board.
eight is very
Yes.
non-interactive.
It sucks, dude. This is mixing for sure.
I mean, I'll
Mostly
fold.
call slivers to fold.
Oh shit.
Most of the
Yeah.
calls,
Last man.
slivers of
So
fold.
Yeah,
sick.
this sucks.
I mean 3% fold. So I mean
All right.
Please give up.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
I'm a station, bro. Don't jam.
I'm sick.
Call it, call it.
Well,
do we
I'm
find the call?
folding.
That's the thing. Do we find the
Like, are
call?
we
I
hoping you're
folded.
showing king queen suited here?
We got this far. We got this far.
We got.
God. So he could have 10 queen. He could have any like queen X suited.
Ace, king, ace, queen, ace nine.
No,
Yeah,
those,
that's-
And
I am
Nine,
folding.
10, and
Tho-
all the two
those
pairs.
give up.
I kind of
I'm
think
folding.
we have to call if we get here.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
goodness.
Nah, nah,
I'm
nah.
folding, and he's gonna
Yeah,
have
you
queen
can call
calling,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
calling.
Oh my
Queens.
goodness.
I'm calling for sure if you get here. Yeah,
He has
because
queen
we
six
unblock-
suited.
we unblock like Sin said, we unblock all the queen 10.
Oh.
Isn't it
Nine.
bad that we're holding an ace though?
No,
No, it's good. He's not
Good,
bluffing
good.
all ace
He's not
X
bluffing
really.
at an ace. He's bluffing. We block his ace X, and which we'll check back, right? So like we unblock all the queen 10, queen king, queen jack, queen, those kind of stuff. So you have to call the river if you get there on the if you call a turn.
In game, I'm folding, but
No man, in game I have to fold the
Yeah,
turn.
yeah,
I
in
would
game.
have just folded the turn, but like if we get here, then
So
that'll
yeah,
look him up.
here's the key elements, right? The ace deuce
What if
You
you were
call
playing
it.
yourself, Jeremy?
You want
I
to
would call.
unblock the king and the queen, so
This
you
is
can
not
fold
call.
with king deuce and
Not
queen
folding to
deuce.
such a banana like myself.
Because you need him to be
I'm telling
bluffing
myself
with
I
king
snap
high
call
and queen
too.
high.
And listen
I'm
to
gonna
Peter.
let Peter
Listen to
talk.
Peter. That's
Peter, listen.
Yeah.
saying
So
something important.
right, we can see that it's choosing to call with the ace deuce of spades and the ace four, the ace deuce and the ace four,
Mm-hmm.
and it's folding the king four and the queen four and the king deuce and the queen deuce. So when you have these hands, you block what you want your opponent to be bluffing, which is queen high and king high.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
it rather chooses ace deuce than king four. To
Look at
call.
queen nine. Even queen nine is folding. A queen
Yeah.
eight is probably like a pair, right? It's folding.
Yeah.
Just because
It's
it blocks
folding
the
an
queen. It blocks the queen. Which is very bad.
Yeah.
That's deuce three as a call makes more sense to me, but yeah, okay. I mean, I know I understand the reasoning.
I mean,
But-
deuce three is two pair, no?
No, it's
Four
not.
four deuce.
No.
It's not.
Yeah.
Deuce
deuce
three
three
is,
is-
Four deuce.
yeah. Deuce three is not two
Yeah.
pair. Yeah. Four deuce.
But also look, the difference between three deuce, which is 0.15, and ace deuce, which
Wow.
is 0.99, right? Means he's also bluffing here with sometimes a deuce from his range as well.
Why is the 5 worse than the 3? Does he not open ace 3 suited?
From
he does.
UTG1, he might not be. It might be.
Was
mixed.
he?
Oh no,
Wait,
because he
what?
opens ace five off, but not
He's
ace three
cut.
off.
He's cut off. He's jamming it.
Oh,
What
yeah,
position
no.
is he?
Isn't
Oh,
it?
He's
sorry,
cut off.
Very
He's
deep.
cut off.
He
It's too
cut
deep.
off.
It's too
Yeah,
deep
yeah.
to jab, dude.
Yeah.
It's too deep to jab. It's
Uh,
25 bigs. 25
Oh.
bigs. So he's opening ace five off. He's not opening
Ace
ace
5
three off.
off.
That's
Okay,
the
okay,
reason why.
there you go.
Yeah. You see?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he'll bluff
right?
ace 5 off here surely, right? But,
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah,
He
ace five
doesn't
off.
have ace. Yeah, no ace four, ace three. Oh,
Yeah,
It
no
doesn't
ace
have pocket
four.
threes.
Yeah,
Holding
yeah.
pocket
Oh,
threes
and how
pocket
about 5 6? 5, yeah, 5 6.
Yeah, ace deuce is a very good call here.
Okay, good stuff.
Nice.
All right.
Ooh.
The one. King
Call or
Jack
jam?
cut off.
Probably equal.
17 bigs.
I would call.
call, jam, both fine. It's gonna mix.
Mainly call, I think.
Mostly
Actually,
call.
wait. Does
I
offsuit
think I
mainly
checked.
jam and suited mainly call?
No, I think
Mostly-
it's the other way around.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's mostly call with this and slivers to
And you
jam.
want to
Like,
jam the suited
um,
10, like queen 10
oh.
suited, it's like jamming. Jack 10 suited is jamming. Because you fold out
Remember,
better. You
These are
fold out the
calling as
offsuit.
well.
No. Because they fold out the better stuff.
is it
Like
Okay.
queen jack.
queen?
You jam queen 10 off, queen 10 suited, you fold out queen jack off.
so remember our little Jack
Oh, yeah,
10.
Jack 10.
Yeah, they're
no,
calling
no?
as well.
It's gonna
I mean,
pull
Jack 10
the
is
hands
jamming.
around it.
Okay, Jack 10.
Is queen 10 like even?
It's 3-bet smalling for value
That's
or
weird.
something.
It's
Or
balancing
something.
aces
Yeah.
and
It's calling off. I mean, it's not doing this and folding.
Is queen 10 like just, is it even all in or?
No,
Just
queen
however
10 is
queen
just
10
a call.
Oh
just
shit.
girls.
Yeah, bro.
Interesting.
But
I think
if
you
you
fold
look
out
at
queen jack,
if you look
though.
at the EV difference, the EV difference is incredibly minimal. If you're jamming this hand,
Yeah.
it's the
You're
right
true.
region to be jamming.
Okay. I definitely
What's-
jam Jack 10 suited. Jack
Look
10
at the
Yeah.
offsuit difference. It's bigger
Yeah,
then? Must
Oh
be.
yeah, no, for sure.
Can you look
yeah.
at King Jack O? The hand we have.
Proportionally, it's bigger.
Yeah, it's not. That's a big mistake.
Yeah,
if
there
you jam it. Yeah,
Jump. Okay.
you want to just call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, King Queen's the one that's indifferent.
Queen,
King
oh.
Jack is also pretty competitive.
Yeah, King Queen because you get called by worse.
Yeah.
I think he calls King Jack suited if we jam. So that's
For
really
sure.
good.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's if we jam,
Yeah. Big blind jam and then cut off. We'll call King Jack suited as well as King.
Yep.
10 suit. No, King 10 suited already jams. Queen Jack
yeah,
suited
it
he
already
calls.
jams here. so-
Queen Jack suited he calls. Yeah.
Yeah, and King Jack off, he folds. He should fold.
Yep.
I can't tell you the number of people I see calling this hand. This
That's
is
kind of
maybe
wild.
the most overcalled hand.
Oh shit.
Which one?
King
King
Jack
Jack
always says.
off. When we jam, like this guy never folds King Jack off. See it all the time.
Oh man.
But it's King Jack.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah,
All right,
never-
so we take the passive
Ne-
line, get here with the queen. Check, check.
Okay.
Alright, check.
So
Check
I'm
again.
betting this a ton, but I'm not betting this hand.
Yeah, this hand unblocks his fold, blocks his folds, so we want to check again. We don't want to bluff this hand.
His ace X picked up equity. His ace X is never going to fold to a small bet here.
And
Yeah,
we're
we're
still
No
not-
beating
better,
some
no better hand
some
will
king
fold.
X. We're
Yeah,
beating like king 10 still.
yeah, we can.
And we
lead,
have
like,
showdown.
And
There you
check.
go.
Just
7 and
check.
stuff.
There you go.
Check it
Hmm.
down. Friendly
Check
poker.
it.
Yeah.
Call.
Unfriendly poker.
Oh my god.
Snap call looked like a super genius.
That
Fold.
call looked like a super genius.
It's our chance
What-
for some chocolate.
Alright, so
gotta
like
call.
Highlight
I'm
reel.
folding.
what do you guys think his range is here versus with the sizing?
Pocket nines.
5-9.
Yeah.
Ace jack.
Could it,
His
be-
range.
10 jack, 10 8, jack 8.
I have no idea because like I feel like those hands either bet the flop or turn so much. Like they have no showdown. They want to get better hands to fold. So like I'm always betting those hands. So I have no clue what this range is. I really don't.
I don't know as well. I don't play this sizing on the river in position.
It's very weird.
It's probably
So-
polarized. It's polarized, right? So it's a polarized thing.
Some
So it's,
Yeah.
slivers of
literally
queen nine
pocket-
suited
it's like
that
queen
check
9,
twice.
queen
So, like,
nines.
Maybe like king
Nines, fives.
4 is a call
Jack
here,
10.
but maybe king 4 is a call, but king jack is a fold because we don't want to jack.
I don't think we call king high like ever.
We lose to king
Jack,
10.
I think jack's really bad. I think he'll
King
bluff
is
jack
good.
10.
Exactly. Yeah, I think
yeah,
the
yeah.
jack's terrible. Like this is a
Yeah,
fold,
yeah.
but like, I mean,
We have
I
better hands
don't
to
know what
call.
his range looks like.
Thinking of
Polarized. Pocket
Thinking of our
nines.
range that gets here, we're gonna
Uh-huh.
have a few 5s and a few 3s and maybe
Yeah.
even a few 2s that we get
No, and some
that we
queens.
get here with.
Even queens. Yeah, we have some queens.
So
I don't.
Yeah, win check, 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 check.
yeah.
Why would you?
Six,
Why would
seven.
you lead? Yeah. Why would you lead?
I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, jack's terrible. Jack's terrible.
Jack 10. Perfect.
Yeah.
Jack
Good bluff.
Can we look at his range?
Sure, sure.
And
I
our
want to
call,
see
like,
if the pocket nines is the hand.
6,
I wanna see if
7.
I want to know if we have like king 4 if
Yeah,
we call.
some queen
that'd
9
be
that check
sexy, yeah.
twice. Pocket nines.
Mhm.
Jack 10. And what's the other bluff?
Let's see.
6, 7. No, 6,
Oh,
7.
okay.
6, 5,
Yeah.
7.
This is our
five,
range.
six.
Yeah, his shenanigans are coming.
Okay,
He has
it's
so many. He
shenanigans.
has so much queen
Oh.
X. Yeah.
Quite a lot of
Let's
stuff.
see.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
in this red stuff, he's got some under pairs, some top pairs, some over pairs, some sets, some straights. He's got a lot of stuff.
No main hand is always bluffing. So he
Yeah.
never just like gives up. You know.
Jacks and
Yeah.
10s going for thick value.
Yeah, so you don't want to jack or 10.
Yeah, checking the 10
Yeah.
is absolutely
Mm.
terrible.
Yeah, so he does the same thing with jack 8 and 10 8.
Yeah. Mhm. Wow, he's actually playing this river very aggressively.
It's still a negative EV call though, because he's doing it with all the value too, though.
What's the
like-
worst hand we call?
He does it with some king 8. We beat that. But
This is
yeah, but he's got
Here's
but
all his bluffs.
yeah.
So when he bets the sizing, what's the worst hand we call with?
When he bets this sizing, what's the worst hand we call with? Let's take a peek.
ace 9.
Size, we call with all our queens, we call with some 9s.
Yeah,
Wow,
those are
nines
unblocked
folding
the
still?
bluff.
Another
nice
derailing
seven.
Oh, and
question,
2
but
pairs. Yeah.
do you find people not c-betting this board against you?
No, I think they see bet close to range, queen high boards.
Yeah, I think so.
Although queen high boards are actually like heavily checked in
Yeah.
reality,
Queen high
Yeah,
boards
'cause
should be
people
checked.
tend to
Yeah, let's
bet
look
range.
at it.
People,
'Cause we have the
people
advantage,
just
right?
Love the bet range.
Queen
I
low
think
low,
it'll
So
be
it's
we
like
gonna be-
can
quite a lot of
defend
quite a
through
lot of
raising
checking.
more then, right?
Gonna say, it's so close.
it's
Queen
close
low
to
low
that's
is
range
what
so
I'm
bet,
close
yeah.
to range.
Yeah, queen low is kind of good for him.
Yeah, he checks some of the bottom of his range and he checks the top of his range here. He's betting everything in the middle.
Mhm.
So
Seems
Queen
good.
9 pure bet.
But like, My exploiting its population is on these spots when they check back the flop is I just overbet the turn, like because they're not balancing, right? They're just not.
Yeah, that could be good
So let's take a look at
because
that.
they don't have like enough checkbacks which
Yeah.
have any
So
Neat.
it is choosing the overbet, the big size primarily. It's not overbetting, but 83 is very prominent here. 55 as
Yeah.
well. So going big
Well,
is
wha-
just fine.
What are they supposed to check on the flop?
They're supposed to check
a
like
bunch of
some
stuff.
sets and straights and that type of stuff, and then a bit of from the bottom of their range.
The thing about
Right.
queen low is that hands like pocket sixes, sevens, eights all want to bet pretty frequently, I'd imagine. So like on like queen jack 5, you want to check more of those. Oh, pocket
Yeah.
pocket sixes bet pure, pocket sevens bet pure, pocket eights bet pure. So like
Yeah, so he's checking back sets of fives, and then
Yeah.
from the top
Some-
card down. So he's checking back jacks and tens and nines a bit,
yeah,
right?
some a7, ace8 is commonly checked, ace4,
Yeah.
gut shots.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
So, all right, let's do one more. Oh, the good one, not this one. Oh, maybe this will be a good one. All right, here we go. We're in trouble. Jack's good for him. Eight's too strong to fold.
Pure call.
Call. Easy call.
Uh,
So, but
yeah.
now,
He's always
oh my
barreling this
god,
card.
always.
Doesn't change a ton.
Why God, why?
Yeah.
Oh, he checks.
The worst card.
Well,
Pocket.
this is the worst card.
What happened here?
Do we block bet?
Turn
We
check
called
check.
flop, turn went check check.
Maybe not on queen.
We got a
He's gonna-
bluff.
He's gonna have made
No,
some
we don't.
bets here
Why
on the
we
turn.
We
bluff?
got a bluff.
No.
We just gotta check fold,
Alright,
my
into a
friend.
bluff.
Yeah, I'm in
is
check.
We have
fold
more
as well.
nines than
There's
he
no
does.
bluff
He
in
has
the
ace
turn.
king, but we have more nine for sure. Like, we can just bet
Oh
six
shit!
at ping
Oh, you're
pong.
right. It's a one
It's a
card
one
straight.
liner. Yeah,
Oh
yeah, we
shit!
got,
I didn't see that.
Do we
Damn.
bet one?
no, we
Damn.
bet seven.
Yeah,
Seven.
no,
No.
yeah. Wait,
Yeah, it's
I-
always seven.
I'm
No.
Oh, come on, how is it not, how are we not gonna bluff this? I'm.
So it's check
Because you
fold,
have
okay.
you have a showdown. You have an 8.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
true.
no.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you
And-
can if there is a chance he checks.
There's a chance he has ace king though here too, right? Like we're bluffing
but-
the
And
nine.
it's
He
ace
still
king
has
got
the top
the
end of the straight range.
On the queen, I don't
Yeah.
really. Like,
That was the worst card in the deck. I mean,
You
it's
really
that's pretty
think he
bad.
has like
Oh.
ace seven suited and isn't gonna
Look,
bluff?
we
Oh
win.
my
Let's
God.
go.
Why does he have the one hand?
Did you see it, Daddy?
What a fish.
He big
Oh my
bet
God.
flop with sevens.
Yeah,
It's
he
great. He
checks
failed to
sevens.
recognize that this was a bluff spot. This is where you turn sevens to a bluff, yeah?
You turn like fours into a bluff for sure. Like
Well,
sixes.
Yeah,
Let's
Yeah, but
take
we
a
call
peek.
flop, so like that card is just as bad for him, for his hand.
I guess we were both at the very, very bottom of our, maybe I don't have to bluff.
Our-
This
our seven-
range.
Sevens suck for him because he's blocking our auto folds too. He probably mixes. Yeah.
So you can see he bluffs his sixes and he just checks back his sevens.
Well, mixes, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So this is not the bottom of range. It's one pip up from the bottom of range.
and
What if
I think the
my
reason
opponent's
is
gonna bluff his pocket sevens here, then can I bluff my eight to make sure I don't get bluffed?
Oh, you want a value bluff.
I think if you want to be value bluffing when he reopens the action for his non all in size with ace five, queen eight, ace king, and ace queen, good luck.
If I bet seven, he's not gonna jam for 11 as a bluff.
I bet seven. Not gonna jam for 11. No.
that's what you think. That's what you.
That's what I think. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I've seen it happen. I've seen it. Tom Dwan was the recipient of one of
Oh,
those back
let's
in
go.
the challenge back
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
day.
The
You
King
remember that
9, right?
hand?
From Luck Express, whatever his name was. he
Yeah,
folded
you do get a little bit of better
Who's
stuff.
the
to
whale?
fold.
king queen, folded king queen.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I had
exactly.
king
Yeah,
nine.
yeah.
What a fish!
Yeah.
I
You
remember that
fold some
hand. Yeah.
better stuff here, so you do get some folds here, but you are also barbecuing 7 chips into a lot of nuts here.
That's
So,
fair.
It's gonna
That's
work
fair.
sometimes. It's gonna be okay. All right.
Man, I should go and watch that hand again.
Well, thanks for popping into the study session, everyone. We'll be back next week for one more week of study work before we pop off for Christmas and an extended holiday to the New Year's for us. So we'll catch you around.